Hi there, Sherry Pauls here with some important message I need to drop for somebody who needs it. Hey, I know that things are tough. However, I don't know how tough it could be for you because everybody has or have their circumstances unique to them. However, one thing I know that we share in common is the gravity of the toughness that trials bring to us. Now, I just have a message for somebody, and I mean someone who has felt or who feels that, you know what, I've tried my best. I do not think I can do this anymore. Let me end my life. Hey, hey, I have a message for you. You know what? You you don't need to get to that spot. And you know why I say so? Because the world is waiting on you, is waiting on me to give them the solution their heart is dying to have. Yes. But the thing is, the beautiful thing or the ugly thing, I think I should put it that way. The ugly thing is that nobody is going to pat you on the back. It's hard to find someone who will tell you, hey, you know what, move on, keep moving. You're almost there, almost getting to the mark. Until you actually get to the mark, they see that you've gotten to the mark and they celebrate you. People are more prone to celebrating you than actually pushing you through to be able to get to the top for where you need to or you should be celebrated. And that's the ugly truth, whether you want to accept it or not. And it shouldn't be that way. As a matter of fact, you should be determined that when you get to that top, you will be one of the 1%, or you'll be the 1% of people that is going to encourage others. You know what? You can do it. You know what? You can make it. Don't be part of the people who just keep quiet, criticize, and then when the person gets to the top, that's when you start celebrating the person. Oh no, don't do that. So for you out there who feels as if you want to give it up, you don't have to do that. You have to realize you came to this earth for a purpose. That desire that is burning in your heart, that desire that is burning in your heart that looks as if it cannot be achieved. I am the one telling you, listen to Sherry Pels telling you that it is possible for that inside your heart to be achieved if you have God. If you ever feel as if you want to commit suicide, I'm sorry to say, it's because you do not have God. It's because you do not believe in the God that has your desire. If you believe in the God that has your desire, you will never think of suicide. I have the right to say this because once upon a time I was in your position. Everybody around me never thought I was any good. Everyone around me always thought that I did not have anything good to offer, including my parents. Oh, yes. So you can imagine how I felt, and I was not yet up to 18 years old. No, I wasn't. I was still a kid. However, the beautiful part is I met God. I met God at the age of 14 plus, and I tell you, that is what has seen me through, that I have the guts to stand in front of you. I'm saying this because there's something that has happened and I feel I should talk. I've never spoken like this before, but I think I'm getting to a spot where I need my message is to people who feel that life has got nothing to offer. To people who feel that I have tried all I can, things are tough. No, keep pressing on. Keep pressing on. Take it from someone who has been there, who has felt like giving up, who felt like committing suicide. But because I had God, that is a story for another day, but I'll drop in snippets here. I had God. I actually told God, you know what? The particular situation in which I'm facing, if, because people were passing verdicts on me and all of that, I don't want to get into details. I'll do that some other time. And the one person that I actually had in my mind that I saw him as my role model, which was my pastor, was the very last person that needed to pass that verdict. And I was like, you know what? If this man passes the verdict that other people have been passing, I will kill myself. God, hear me out, and I will do it. And I think because I had a relationship with God, because I spoke with Him, I spoke to Him, He came through for me. He came through for me. And when He did that, because the verdict, I was expecting a negative verdict from the man, But the thing that came out of his mouth was like, how come this man doesn't know me that much? He doesn't stay with me. He just heard something. How come he's saying something different from what every other person have said or believed? And that helped me. And I thought about it. If God could be this concerned about me, and I came to realize that anyone that takes his or her life is going to hell because it's a sin. So, my dear friend, brave up. You can do it. You have so much at stake. That is why the devil is trying to cut your life short. Don't give him the power. Believe in yourself and believe in your God. I know all of us need validation from people, but hey, when people around you are not giving it to you, bullshit them and face yourself and God. God is the one that will start telling you the things you need to change. God is the one that will start helping you to grow. And when you grow and get through that pipeline and get to the top, of course, you still need people around you. But the thing is this, your focus is not on them. Your focus is on God, yourself, trying to make yourself better. And guess what? These people will come around to celebrate you. I don't know why my spirit is just doing me this way, but hey, somebody needs to hear this. I hope this makes sense. Somebody needs to hear this. And there's a song I sing a lot. That song struck me. It strikes a chord in me. I will sing it forever and ever to the day life ends. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. And I will say every time you should encourage yourself, not sometimes. And the song says, sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, speak the words and you will be healed. Speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord. Oh, sometimes you have to speak a word over yourself. Depression is all around, but God is present help. That is not just a singing or a words I'm just saying. It is a reality. For me, I have experienced it, and for you, you need to experience it. God is the present help in time of this situation that you think you are going through. God has got you. Stop putting your dependency on yourself, your ability, your hard work. Those things are good. You need to do them. But when you do them and it gets to a spot where you feel you can't go on, hey, throw yourself on God. Throw yourself on God, and I bet you will come out talking like me. I was once in that position. And the song, the ad libs of the song says, sometimes you got to encourage yourself. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I can make it. Even if nobody tell you, you can run on. You tell yourself. You got to remember that life and death lies in the power of your own tongue. Life and death lies in the power of your tongue. That is one thing that has kept me. That is one thing that has helped me to create my life, bring myself out of situations that you wouldn't have seen me today in front of you telling you these things I'm telling you. You can see the way I'm dressed. I'm not even trying to look my best because I think this message needs to go out there. You got to encourage yourself. Don't look, I know we need people around us, but hey, it's as if the world is so dark now. Everybody is just criticizing people. Forget about them. Make sure you make the difference. Don't be like them. Go through this channel, go through the hard times, go through the tough times, and when you come out, be the one to help others. Don't forget where God has brought you from. I hope this helps. So please, if you ever feel as if you're alone, you have been accused for what you don't know anything about, not once, not twice, not thrice, hey, relax. And if you feel that God has gotten you to a spot where you're angry with him, you can't understand what is going on, one thing you should know, the Bible says the thought I have of you is that of good and not of evil. Just relax. Humble yourself. I know you said maybe I've humbled myself before, God. Just do it again. This time around, don't have anybody at the back of your mind, and you will be like me. I have a story which I will share in details later, but not now. My own is just to give you this message, and I hope I'm doing a good job. You have something to offer the world. Imagine if Moses had killed himself. Who would have delivered the children of Israel from the hands of the Egyptians? You could have said God would have brought up somebody else. Well, maybe that is true, but hey, that was the calling of God Moses' life. And of course, God will always protect his gifts. The same thing with Joseph. Look at the things he went through. If he said, oh, I think I've had enough of this, I need to cut my life short. Hello, you are a child of God. The spirit of giving up is not in you. Go ahead, live for tomorrow. Live and make sure that that which you came to this earth for actually was being fulfilled for a reason, for a purpose. That somebody else that will listen to your message, listen to your story, will take courage and live on. Live his or her life in victory to the glory of God and not to the glory of man. Peace.